Brazil are out. The samba dance is over. The earliest World Cup exit since 1990. Cristiano Ronaldo's international career is over. The USA got embarrassed at home one day after the President of the United States personally called FIFA to get an American red card cancelled. And last night, Egypt went 2-0 up on the world champions, had a goal wiped off by VAR, and lost. Their coach looked in the camera and said this World Cup is rigged, being biased towards Argentina. 48 teams started, 8 remain, and every single one of them is carrying a storyline you would not believe if it were fiction. This is the last 8. The first matchup is a revenge story. France against Morocco is a straight rematch of the 2022 semi-final, the night France ended Africa's greatest ever World Cup run. Morocco have waited 4 years for this and they are back stronger, the first African team in history to reach back-to-back World Cup quarterfinals after taking Canada apart 3-0 with an Unai double. But France might be the scariest team in this tournament. Mbappe at 27 is already his country's all-time top scorer and sitting near the top of the Golden Boot race. And here is why France never runs out of players. 98 players born in France are at this World Cup, playing for 12 different countries. One nation is supplying squads for a quarter of the tournament. Morocco's revenge or the French machine rolling on. Someone's story ends Thursday. Match 2. The Executioners. Spain did not just beat Portugal, they ended an era. A goal deep in the dying minutes knocked Portugal out 1-0, and with it, Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup career. No trophy. The one prize he never touched, gone for good, and it was Spain who closed the door. They have conceded one goal in 6 matches, just one. It is the best defense left in the competition. Standing across from them, Belgium, the team everyone buried. The golden generation was declared dead years ago, but nobody told this Belgium squad. They just hammered the host nation 4-1 on American soil with a De Ketelare double. And the wildest part, Kevin De Bruyne can barely get in the team. A new generation showed up uninvited. The perfect defense against the resurrected golden generation. Match number 3, the fairy tale against the redemption arc. Norway has not even played at a World Cup since 1998. Now they are in the quarterfinals for the first time in their entire history, and they got there by knocking out Brazil. Erling Haaland scored both goals, took his tournament tally to 7 and sent the 5-time champions home earlier than they have gone home in 36 years. Even Ancelotti's tactics couldn't stop this Viking team. And England. No team on the planet gets picked apart like England, and no player more than Jude Bellingham. Understand what he has been through. Tuchel left him out of the squad entirely last year. He even once told the press his own mother finds Bellingham repulsive on the pitch. Pundits spent the whole build-up debating whether Bellingham should even start. Then came the Azteca, the war, Mexico at home, a hostile cauldron, England down to 10 men for most of the second half, and Bellingham produced one of the great World Cup performances. 2 goals in 98 seconds, the first player to do that in that stadium since Diego Maradona 40 years ago. He also did a goal line clearance, and he was dragging teammates around by the shirt in stoppage time. At full time, he and Tuchel embraced, and Bellingham told England fans to text their bosses and say they are not coming tomorrow. The most scrutinized player in the tournament just turned his doubters into believers, and Tuchel, the outsider German coach, everyone questioned, has England in a third straight quarterfinal and looking like actual contenders. The nation that has never been here against the team that finally believes. Miami is going to be electric. Match number 4. The quiet assassins against, well, we will get to Argentina. First, respect where it is due. Switzerland are the team nobody talks about, and that is exactly how they like it. They held their nerve through a penalty shootout against Colombia. Vargas smashed home the winning kick. No superstar, no drama, just a team that refuses to leave. And their reward is the world champions, Argentina. Last night in Atalanta, Egypt were beating the world champions 2-0. Salah released Zico and the finish was perfect. And Egypt thought they had one hand on the greatest upset in World Cup history. Then VAR reached back through the entire move and found a foul, a shirt hold and a step on a boot near Egypt's own box. And the goal cancelled. Former referees could not even agree. Mark Lattenberg said flat out it should never have been disallowed. Jamie Carragher went further saying if that had been any other team the goal stands. Then in the final minutes, Egypt screamed for 2 penalties in the Argentina box. Neither was even checked. Seconds later, Argentina broke away and won it. Romero, Messi, and an Enzo Fernandez header in stoppage time. From 2-0 down, 3 goals in the final quarter of an hour. Egypt's coach did not hold back. He said the tournament is being directed towards Argentina, that maybe they want the champions to stay. Maybe they want Messi to stay. And here is why that accusation is landing harder than usual. 2 days earlier, Donald Trump revealed that he personally called the FIFA president to get the American striker Balogun's red card suspension overturned, and FIFA did it. A red card cancelled by phone call. Legends of the game are openly saying football is in danger. So is FIFA rigging it for Messi? Probably not. The laws technically support the VAR call, but when red cards vanish after presidential phone calls, you have lost the right to be given the benefit of the doubt. That is the real damage. And through all the noise, Messi just keeps scoring. 8 goals now, leading the Golden Boot, 21 World Cup goals all time. At 39 years old, chasing back to back titles. If he does it, it might be the single greatest ending in the history of the sport. If he does it like this, half the world will never accept it. So this is the last 8. A revenge mission in Boston, an execution in Los Angeles, a fairy tale against a curse in Miami, and a world champion carrying an asterisk into Kansas City. 6 of the 8 are European, 1 is African, dreaming of going where no African team has gone, and 1 is the champion the whole planet is now watching with suspicion. Who lifts it on July 19th? Drop your final 4 in the comments. And if you think Egypt were robbed, say it out loud. Subscribe because the semifinals are going to be carnage and we will be covering every second of it.